Hey, this is David Diaz again on your channel, Stock Market Tips. Today, we're going to talk about Mosearch stocks. My last video, we got disconnected. My battery ran out on my laptop, and I completely forgot to connect it and didn't want to leave you guys hanging. And guess what? I did. Sorry about that. So let's get back here, get this show on the road. All right. I wanted to talk to you about some stocks here. So I have two completely different lists. Number one, I want to talk about the highest risk, the higher risk stocks, first of all, that are most searched. Now, XBOT is number one on the list. And as you can see, the 6 month chart, it's pretty much flat. And then all of a sudden, boom, this morning it went up to $8.49 because there was a reverse split. Is it worth watching? You bet. It's going to have news. Maybe tomorrow, Friday, maybe Monday, maybe Tuesday. It's going to have news. And when this breaking news happens, good time to invest on any of these stocks. GNUS. GNUS, as you can see, as we get closer here, boom, it had a few days of uptrend right here. And then all of a sudden it went down flat. It didn't go flat, but it went down to $3.48. Now, just before it went down to $3.48, you see this red candle here? I made about 1900. No, not that candle. That right here with the green, red to green. I made about $1,900 right in there. And that was a good bet on me, thanks to one of my mentors. So, yep, mentors are good. Hexo, number three. Hexo, as you can see, 6 months ago, it started at $4.50. It's down to $1. I don't know why it's on the top 10 list. Maybe they're expecting news. I haven't checked the company out, but I just wanted to give you an idea. Running a little bit late, so I haven't been able to research a lot on these. NKLA, for those of you who like higher price stocks, you can see you've got it on a discount right now. It went down 30%. It's at $61.95. That's a good time to buy. But before you buy anything, what's the catalyst? Why are you investing in this company? So don't just jump in because it's dropped 30%. It's a good deal. It might drop a little bit more, or it might just continue to go up now since it's there. But according to the last 3 months, when we had all this hiatus with the coronavirus, let's see here. I'm going to let you know right now. So let's see. Let me just see. So it went down all the way to 32 back then, and it went up to 97. I don't think it's going to go up. I think it's going to go a little bit down more. So just be careful out there, whatever you do. Stock market's had a challenging 2 or 3 days. You might have another one. Why? Because when the stock market has excellent days, there's bound to be a downfall because it needs a correction, right? It happens. I forewarned people on Tuesday night's video, I believe it was, or Monday night's video. Watch it, if anything. Tops. Tops is a low priced penny stock, and it's usually flat. You see it? So a lot of people watching it. Why? Because it's a shipping company. So people are expecting it to move. I haven't really seen it move much. I moved from, what was this, 12 cents to 28 cents. That's pretty good. That's over 50%, if not 60% gain, if you know how to play it. This is a risky stock, and it went up 2 days, and then overnight, and then into the morning. So this was 4 days ago. Are people expecting it to go up? You bet. There are a lot of people watching this stock. I haven't seen it move. It seemed like to have a big drop today. What was it? From when did it start? Somewhere around 16 cents all the way down to 14 cents. It's a big drop. I mean, it's a 2-cent drop, but on a 16 cents to 14 cents, that's pretty big if you're investing a lot. So be careful there. SNE, this is a $67 stock, and you can see in the last 6 months, it started out at about $59. It went up to $73 before it had the drop in March because of coronavirus, and it's back to 69. It had a little bit of drop. So this is a pretty stable stock. It didn't drop a lot. It dropped $2, right? That's what it looked like. Yeah, that's not terrible. That's not terrible. This is a good stable stock. Why? I don't know. I haven't checked the news. We'll leave that for another video. mRNA. mRNA Last 60 days, first it started around 25. It was up at its high at 94. It dropped to 61. That's a 30% drop. Is it gonna continue to drop? It probably will drop a little bit more unless you have news coming out. I don't know if there's news coming out. I haven't checked that yet. I didn't do my due diligence complete. So here we're checking TVIX. So it started out at around $127. How many? 6 months ago, and it went up to $1,000. When was this? Back in March 16th. March 16th, when the coronavirus was hitting. Why? Credit Suisse. This is probably a bank, an ETN. Well, Credit Suisse of Nassau. It's an ETN. I don't know what is that? Exchange Transfer Network. And then it went down from $1,000. Wow, it lost almost 80% loss. Man, feel sorry for those who lost from $1,000 and went all the way down to 196. Yeah, that's a huge loss. But guess what? This stock is going to go up. Well, that's a good investment. But you see, it peaked over a few days. You don't have to grab it all the way up. Let's see here. It started out right down here, which is 120. What was it? $95. And let's say you would have jumped in and sold it here at $539. That was a great investment right there. Is it going to go back to $1,000? You bet it will, and it's going to surpass it. I don't know when. It's not going to be very soon. Maybe in the next 3 months, 6 months, whatever it is. That's a great investment. TVIX. Maybe I'll pick up a few shares there. We'll see. I'm going to keep this on my watch list. As a matter of fact, let me mark it here. Seems like a good investment, probably better than Boeing. Check that one out. ONTX, ONTX. ONTX started out at about $1.19, and it went down around the March hiatus, somewhere around the 30 cents, and it's back. It went up actually, during this craziness to 60 cents. Not bad, not bad. So whoever had ONTX, great. These were the most watched stocks in the riskiest range. Very few money makers in there. Very few. So there you have it. Now in the high end on the money market range, here we go very quickly. Ford, one of my favorites, $9.60 6 months ago. It went down in March to $3.96. I got shares at $2.50. I don't know how I got that, but I have it. I have proof. And so right now it's worth $6.27. I think it's a good buy. I think it's really good buy, but it's up to you if you want to wait, because past performance is not indicative of future performance, but it can assist you and guide you in making better choices. Here we go with GE. GE 6 months ago was at around $9. It dropped in March to around $5.92. It dropped in April. Is that April? Let's see here. Give me a second. Let's see. In May to $5.63, and it's now at $7. And it had a high of like eight in the 860s, dropped to 7. So it had a little drop. It's not as crazy as some of the other stocks, but that would have been 20% loss there in those 3 days right there. 20% loss. But GE is a great company to invest in because it has many parts, many different parts to its company. So it has from airline parts to car parts to home parts. So it has many parts. American Airlines started at $27. It went down all the way somewhere to the low of $8, and it's back. So it had its high a few days ago to 22 and down to 15. So it had a 20 to 30% drop in a few days. 1, 2, 3, 4 days it dropped that much. Yeah, that's pretty big, pretty huge for a lot of people. So there you have that drop right there. American Airlines, top watch stock on the good side. Disney is a powerful stock. It was at $133, and then it had its highs at $153. And then during the March crash, somewhere it went down to $79.07. Then a few days ago, $127, and down to 117. That's not bad. That means this is a stable stock. It's up to you if you can invest in her. This is a pretty good stock to watch as well. Let me just put it on my watch list and see what I can do with this one. I might pick up a few shares, might not. I don't know. So I've got two right there, TVIX, which is a good investment. And Delta Airlines, DAL. Let's see here. Delta Airlines had started 6 months ago at $57. It went up to 63 and then dropped all the way down to $17, way after the market crash of March. When March it dropped to what, $20, and then it went back down further to 17, and then a few days ago went up to 36 and down to 28. So you had about a 30% loss there as well. Is it going to drop anymore? I don't know. So we'll see. It might drop a little bit more because these airlines will start to fly July 1st, if I'm not mistaken. July 1st is their big debut. So expect them to come out big. It's up to you if you want to jump in now. Be careful. Don't go all in. If you're going to go in, just make it small. Maybe you normally would go in, let's say 500 shares, 1,000 shares. Do 10, do 50. See how that works. Don't go all in. And on top of that, maybe you need to watch. Maybe you need to paper trade. So that way you don't have any losses and you can learn from your losses. It's up to you. CCL, another stock worth watching. Carnival Cruise. Who likes to go on cruises? A lot of people. A lot of people waiting for this anticipation to get on cruises. $48 a share 6 months ago. Its high was $51.94. And then in March, it dropped down to $7. $7.60 was its low. A few days ago, it was at $25.80. And I thought that was a fabulous buy. It still has a lot of potential to grow. It's low of $18, so it lost about 30%. Is it a good buy? You bet it's a good buy. I don't know if there's news coming out, but you bet this is one of those hot stocks people are watching. GoPro, another hot stock. GPRO. It had its high 6 months ago of 460. Went up to the high of 579. Sorry, the high of 579. Then it went down to $1.67. Made its way up to 541, going up 1.5 times its rate or something like that. And then it dropped to 438. So it had a little bit of a drop. It's about a 20% drop. Is it good to pick up? Again, it's up to you, but this is one of the top watch stocks. ACB. It had its highs 6 months ago, $61. Went straight down through May to 530. This is a cannabis. And it probably started to go up once the hype was that cannabis was good for assisting people who were infected. And it had a steady drop. It didn't have much of a drop. What was it? The drop was from $15 to $13. So it had a $2 drop. What was that? 10%, just a little bit over 10%, 10 to 15%. So it looks like it's ready to go back up tomorrow. Maybe not. Just be cautious. Don't go all in, as I said before. We've got 4 more to go, all right? If you're looking to learn something. Microsoft, another good stock. Now, 6 months ago, it was valued at 186. In March, it went down to its low of $132, which is similar to 6 months ago. And then it all of a sudden started to go up, uptrend to 198. It went down, how much? To $188 or so. So it went down $10. Not bad. That's what, 5%? 5% drop. This is a stable stock. Is it going to drop anymore? I don't know. But it didn't drop during that talk the last 3 or 4 days of the stock market going down. So it dropped a little bit, 5%. This is a very stable stock. Why is it going to go up? It must have a lot of good things coming out. I know what they are. It's competing with Zoom on one end, and I don't know what else it's competing with, but there's a lot of software coming out. So be prepared, as this company is going to release some good stuff, including maybe even a phone. Who knows? 219 Apple, AAPL. It was at 219 6 months ago. It went up to, or it went down to 212. So it was similar to what it was 6 months ago. During the March crisis, it went down to 212. and then went up to 354, another solid stock. And you can see it's uptrending even throughout the whole time. It's uptrending. Even with that loss, it was uptrending. So is this a good stock to buy? You bet. Now, how much is it worth right now? It's only valued at $340.73. Expensive stock, but it's worthwhile buying. It's going to go up. It is bound to go up. It lost, what, $14 in that span? Maybe 5%. Maybe 5% loss. That's a very good stock. Another good stock to watch. Let me just mark it here. Apple and Microsoft. And then my last one is NCLH. What is NCLH? Norwegian Cruise. NCLH. Norwegian Cruise Line. Whoop, wrote it down. NCLH. Boom. Norwegian Cruise Lines. So 6 months ago, it was valued at $53. Its high was $59.78 just before the crash. And for the cash, it was $7. I wish I would have picked it then. And it went uptrending little by little until it got to $27. So that was almost 400% return. Would have I stuck all the way up? I don't know. I might have dropped out at 15, which would have been good. I would have made 100% of my returns. And as I said, it's better to cut losses. It's better to take gains than to have to know that you're going to lose some. So even if I waited all the way to the end, I would have still wound up at 18, even better than what I've started with. So this stock is bound to go up. The hype, there are a lot of people expecting it. These are the best stocks to watch. These are the stocks that most people are following. You decide when you want to invest. You decide when you want to get out. If you want more information on this, I cannot give you complete information. I can educate, train you, but I'm not an expert. I'm not a licensed investor. I can't invest your money. I can only educate, train you on what I would do with these stocks. And maybe you can find some guidance in that. Who knows? Have a great evening. And until next time, CEO David Diaz, CEODavidDiaz.com. Send me an email, CEODavidDiaz@gmail.com. Take care. Blessings to you all.